I need to tell you something that could save your legs, and I mean literally save them from dying. I'm Claire Baker. I'm 101 years old, and last month my doctor told me my legs have better circulation than most 40-year-olds. 101 years old, better than most 40-year-olds. But before I tell you how, and I promise I will tell you, I need to tell you about my friend Clarence, because his story still haunts me, and it's the reason I do what I do every single day. Clarence was 74 years old, strong man, worked construction his whole life, hands like leather, could lift anything. But Clarence had a problem. His legs started tingling. Then they went numb. Then they turned cold. He told me, "Claire, it feels like my legs are falling asleep and they won't wake up." The doctors called it peripheral artery disease, said the blood wasn't getting down to his feet anymore. The vessels were closing up like old pipes clogged with rust. They tried medication. They tried surgery. But by the time they caught it, the damage was done. Clarence lost his left leg in 2014, lost the right one 8 months later. The last time I saw him, he was sitting in a wheelchair at church. This man who built houses with his bare hands, this man who used to walk 5 miles to work every morning, he looked at me and said, "Claire, my legs didn't just stop working, they died, while I was still using them." Lord, I can still hear him say that. Clarence passed in 2016, and I made a promise to myself. I would never let my legs die while I was still living in them. Now here's what the doctors don't tell you. Your legs have a secret weapon, something so powerful that scientists call it your second heart. Your second heart. It's not in your chest, it's in your calves. See, your heart pumps blood down to your legs just fine. That's easy. Gravity helps. But getting that blood back up to your heart, that's the hard part. That blood has to fight gravity every inch of the way. And here's the miracle. Every time your calf muscle squeezes, it pumps that blood back up, like a little engine in your lower leg, pushing that tired blood back to your chest where it can get fresh oxygen. But if you stop using that muscle, if you sit all day, if you stop walking, if you let those calves get weak, the blood pools. It sits, it stagnates, and your legs start to die from the inside out. That's what happened to Clarence. He stopped moving, and his second heart stopped pumping. So here's what I've done every single day for the past 30 years. Every morning, while I'm standing at the kitchen sink washing my breakfast dishes, I do calf raises. I lift my heels up off the floor, squeeze at the top, then lower back down. 30 times, every morning, without fail. I call it waking up my second heart. My granddaughter saw me doing it once and said, "Grandma, what are you doing? You look like you're bouncing." I told her, "Baby, I'm pumping blood, and when you're my age, you'll thank me for teaching you this. It takes 2 minutes. You can do it while brushing your teeth, while waiting for coffee, while standing in line at the grocery store. Nobody even notices. But those 2 minutes, they're the reason I don't have varicose veins. They're the reason my feet aren't numb. They're the reason I can still feel the cold tile on my bathroom floor at 6 a.m. Now here's the second secret, and this one saved me from the nursing home. You know what puts more people in nursing homes than strokes, than heart attacks, than dementia? Not being able to stand up from a toilet. Read that again. The moment you can't get yourself off the toilet without help, you lose your independence. You lose your dignity. You lose your freedom. I watched it happen to my sister-in-law, Doris. She was only 78, sharp as a tack mentally, but her legs got so weak that she couldn't get up from a chair without someone pulling her. Her children put her in a facility because they were scared she'd fall. Doris didn't lose her mind. She lost her legs, and that was enough. So here's what I do. Every single time I sit down in a chair, every single time, I stand up and sit back down 3 times before I stay seated. No hands, just legs. I call it my never get stuck rule. It looks silly. My daughter thinks I'm crazy. But you know what? I can get off any toilet in America without grabbing a single handrail. I can get out of any car, any pew at church, any chair at a restaurant. Try it right now. Sit in your chair. Now stand up without using your hands. Sit back down. Stand up again. If that's hard, you need this more than you know. Those aren't just leg exercises. That's freedom insurance. Now remember that beetroot juice I told you about in my last video? The one that saved my heart? Well, here's something most people don't know. That same beetroot juice doesn't just help your heart, it helps your legs too. See, beetroot is packed with nitrates that turn into nitric oxide in your body. And nitric oxide opens up your blood vessels, not just the big ones around your heart, but the tiny little vessels in your legs and feet. Those microvessels are the first to close up when circulation gets bad. That's why people get cold feet, numb toes, that dead feeling Clarence talked about. The beetroot keeps those tiny pathways open. It's like clearing the smallest pipes in the house so water can flow all the way to the last faucet. I drink my beetroot juice. I do my calf raises. I do my sit to stands, and my legs stay alive. Simple as that. Now let me tell you the real truth, and this is the part that matters most. It's not just about the exercises. It's not just about the beetroot. It's about refusing to give up on your body before your body gives up on you. Your legs aren't just muscles and bones. They're your freedom. They're what carry you to church on Sunday, what carry you to your grandchild's graduation, what carry you to the kitchen to make one more meal for someone you love. When your legs die, you don't just lose mobility. You lose your purpose. You lose your independence. You lose the ability to show up for the people who need you. I've watched it happen to too many friends. They stopped moving, and then they stopped living, even though their hearts were still beating. Most people stop moving because they're scared of falling, so they sit more. And the more they sit, the weaker they get. And the weaker they get, the more they fall. It's a trap, and once you're in it, it's hard to get out. But you don't have to wait until your legs tingle. You don't have to wait until they go numb. You don't have to wait until some doctor tells you the damage is already done. You can start today, right now, while you're still reading this. Stand up, sit down. Stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. Lift your heels, squeeze, lower them down. Do it again. That's it. That's the whole secret. 2 exercises, 2 minutes, every single day. I'm 101 years old. I can still walk to my mailbox. I can still get dressed by myself. I can still stand up from my seat at church and walk to the altar for communion. Clarence can't do any of those things. Not because he wasn't strong enough, not because he wasn't smart enough, but because nobody told him what I'm telling you right now. Your legs are the foundation of your freedom. The day they stop working is the day you start depending on everyone else for everything. Don't let them die while you're still living in them. Now tell me in the comments, when was the last time you stood up from a chair without using your hands. Try it right now. And if you can't do it, that's okay. That's not failure. That's information. Now you know where to start. And if you haven't watched my video on the disgusting drink that saved my heart, go watch that next. Because the same thing that keeps your heart pumping keeps your legs alive. It's all connected. Your heart, your legs, your spirit. You can't save one and neglect the others. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got dishes to wash and 30 calf raises to do while I'm at